Hello students, today we are going to be creating a navigation bar, or navbar if you will. In a basic explanation, navbars are sections in a site that link different pages together. And today we are going to be using the navbar to link a separate page to our index.html. The main purpose of a navbar is to make it easier to move across pages, so I'll see you at VS Code. So here I am in VS Code. As you can see, the code here is made up of what we've done in the second and third courses. You can take a minute to look at all of it, and I'll give you the time, of course. So here in our file explorer, as you can see, I have created a new file known as about.html. This file has no code inside of it because we are going to be creating our own code. You can create new files and folders with the two icons over here. So we are going to be linking the two files through creating a navbar. And of course we can move in between them in our workspace, but on the site it's going to be rather different. We'll be creating this navbar on top of the H1 over here. So here above the H1, I'm going to be starting with a header tag. This tag starts the navbar for our app. I'll follow it up with a div tag, then a nav tag. The nav here represents navigation, so now we're going to be continuing it. Now inside of our nav tag, we are going to be creating another div. So I believe for the first time in the course, we are going to be using class and make it container. This is going to be our nav container, so how about we also make a nav class? I believe that should be all. Next, a list, because it's a list of links, and also an anchor tag. I'll explain this later. Instead of the anchor tag, I'm going to be typing the attribute herf. After typing this, we are going to place in our about.html. As you can see, the line over here is what we call IntelliSense. It's a guide to what you're typing in every code. So as soon as I press enter after this, save it. If we go back to the page, there's nothing here because we actually need to type in our link. That's why it's not a closing tag. That's why it's not a self-closing tag, sorry. So as I say about, if I save this, there should be a link right here on our site. As I click it, we are sent into about.html, but since we have no code here, it displays as this. So now we're going to be putting content inside of our about.html. Now in order to do this, I'll be typing shift 1 plus enter. Now this creates all the content we have here. I'll just be changing the document here to about, save it. And in our H1, I mean the H1 for the sites, I'll put about there as well. Head back to our page. Now, as soon as I click this, we have the about right over here. So now we're going to be adding another navigation bar so we can head back to sites anytime we want. So now we're going to be adding a nav bar to our about.html. I'll just close the file tree over there and go to our index.html. So starting from the header opening to the closing, we're going to copy all of this content. Ctrl plus C to copy it. Go back to our about.html. Paste it right there. And as soon as we save this, I can remove the about.html since we're already in it and change it to index.html. Now there's another approach to this which I'll be showing you later. And I'll just say home here. Save this. Go back to our about, click home, and we're back here. Now if you don't actually want to type the index.html, there is another approach. If you just type this symbol on your keyboard and save it, you can go in between pages just like by typing index.html. It's the same thing because that symbol represents your index. This also shows how important it is to make your main website files index.html. Because when you're making stuff like nav bars, it can help you direct back to your main page. So today we learned how to navigate between pages by creating a nav bar. Don't worry, when we get to CSS, we are going to make this page look a bit better. And we've learned how to link two pages together through using links such as the anchor tag. Of course, in the next course, I'll be explaining containers, IDs, and class, but I believe that should be all for this course. I hope you've enjoyed this course with me, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.